So I don't really know a lot about it. All I know is it's a golf/puzzle and that you have to put things in the right order to do it. So let's see. Okay. Yay! I did the thing. So that is a length of 2, is it? Fair point from Stephen. Fair point from Stephen. So can we choose which one we do? But so it's a length of 1 and then a length of 1. Oh, I knew that there was something I needed to change. I changed it in the important one, which is in the I guess in the what Twitch can see. Dan plays golf peaks. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we have to start with the 2 here, don't we? We have to go 2 along. A putt of 2. That uses that card up. A putt of 1. A putt of 1. Very simple and straightforward. Yeah, the discoverability one's quite important. A 3 and a 1. Well, we should do the 3 first, because otherwise we'll be going off the edge, won't we? 3, and then... we hit it too hard, so... Much like my golfing ability there. A 1. Okay, so terrain... Okay, it follows terrain. Okie doke. Those 6 levels have gone very quickly. 2, 2, and 2. Okay, so that's uphill. Okay. So it went up 1, and then it came down 1. Okay. And then up again. Oh no, Meredith. Sorry, that's such an Only Connect style fact. And on my left, Meredith, who played golf only once and sprained her wrist. Okay, 2, but if I go this way, will that not go too hard? Okay, undo. Okay. Okay, so it counts that way. Oh, hello. Right, what's going on here? If I go 3 but bounce off a wall, that should end up there, and then 2 down there. You crocheted a scarf with Morse code in? Nice. I'm watching the same movie 3 times in 2 days. What was the movie? And what was the message? So that's the first world done. Lovely. More of that. Okay, so this is like a chipping shot then. Okay, 2, but an over and... Okay, so let's... Whoop! I can cope with that. So we've got 1 chip shot, so let's go... what does... Okay, yeah. And then a 1 to the left, by which I mean right. Fair enough. So let's do a 1 to get it up. And then a 2 that way, and then a 2 this way. Pop it in there. Okay. So we've got a chip shot and a 2. I keep thinking that chip shot and chip shot. What is that? So if I do my 2 first, is that going to do 1 up and along? Okay, so it's a 1, but it'll run on. Okay. Wow, it's got to be... No. It's got to be the 3 along. And then it's got to be this one, because otherwise it won't work. And then 2. Okay. Oh, that's lovely catnip. Right, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Okay. Not entirely sure I understood that myself, but I got there. A 3 and a 3. Oh dear. Oh, but there's okay, rebounds. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. They'll merge into one, Meredith. I can't remember. Does this matter? No, it's got to matter. 3 first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So not necessarily a knight's move there. Because we can go 1, 2, 3. No, let's do 1. Let's do 1 and then do 3. There we go. Ooh, okay, a bit of a chip shot needed. 3 would go... Oh. So it doesn't actually matter because it's symmetrical. What happens if I do 3? And then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 2. But for a chip shot, so it just chips it in. There we go. Yay! Okay, we have this. I have no idea what that is. They're both the same, so let's just try it. Why did that only do that? Okay, so it's a rough material. It doesn't allow you to run on. Okay, so I'm assuming a 3 would just go, yeah. Okay, it's the rough. Oh yeah, the sand trap's better. So let's go 2 along. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. Okay, so you can't do that. Okay, so we're gonna have to use one of ours to get it. No. We need to use one of the 3s just to get it in there, so that we can then go 2 along to chip it to here, and then go 3 along up. There we go. Ooh. So that 3 is useless. It's actually only a 1. So we need that at the end. That 2 is going to be useful. So let's start with that. That's got... Oh, of course it is. Okay, a 1. And that's going to get us there. So let's do this one. Can we just... We don't actually need to use all the cards. Intriguing. Everybody behave. Marky V's back. That's interesting. I didn't have to use all the cards there. Was that... Interesting. So I need to get it up there. So let's go that way. Let's not do that. Am I going to have to go off of here? Yeah, because that's silly, yeah. So it is 1, so let's just do 1. And then 2, but that doesn't do anything. And then that should work. Oh, but I've done it the wrong way. I need to go back. So let's start with up here. And then down here. And now, if I go up here, it should bounce off of there and into... Ah! Yeah, the 1 and the 2 need to be the other way around. Okay. So I used 2 first, and then a 1. Huzzah! New terrain, okay. What does that do? That appeared to do nothing. That appeared to do nothing. Was it because I was going in the right direction? So if I go this way with that first one, it stops there and I can chip it in. So that's fine, that works. If it goes this way... Oh, it can't end there. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's sort of a mud pit or something. Okay. Three's just a recipe for disaster. Bye-bye. Let's go back. So it's got to be a 2 and up. It can't be 2 along because they'll just... I'm going to have to sit on that. So let's go that way. A 3? Oh no. Yes. No, I've gone the wrong way. I need to go the other way. I need to go this way. And then I do a 3. And then a 2, which I couldn't do if I was on this block. I would stick there, because I need this 2 to go up and over. Ah, okay. Ah, yes. If I land on there, I have to go here. And then a 2's not going to work. Okay. I'm gonna have to use this, aren't I? Let's do 1 and 1. Ah, and then 2. Ah. So let's do 1 and 2 to get into this centre. Okay. That's true. That's true. So if I then do that, and then I do this and 1, and then I do this and 2, it's the 2 and the 1 are the other way around. Let's do this and 2, and now this and 1. Sensei air horn. Oh, there's holes in the ground. Okay. This is not your regular golf. So what's my path? I think this way, then that way, then that way, and then that way. So I think that is where I'm going to go. So let's do 2 and then 2. Let's get rid of that. And then just a 2. And then a 2 and a 1. Oh dear. Airball. Okay, let's start that again. So if I do the 2 here. Oh no, it needs to be 2 and a 1. Then just the straight 2, and now let's go for the 2 of the 2, and that gets us 1 on further. Yeah, and then we get to jump over, and then that should be it. Good. I'm unstoppable. Chivo, world complete. World 4. Just gonna have a quick look at the menu, just to see what I've got here. Okay. Wow, we've done 27 already in just 17 minutes. That's good. I don't know what this means. Don't know what that means. Okay, so those we've done those, but we haven't done these. These must be difficult or something. So it's 9 levels in a level. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to do the main stuff first. 3. Interesting. So you fall into the water and then it plops you back at the previous square, which is useful because now we can just chip over it. So we're going to have to plop into the water, aren't we? If I do that, is that just going to keep plopping us in the water? No, it puts us there. Well, that's just a silly move, so let's not do that. So is it going to put us on the... Okay. Oh yeah, we need a 2 there, so let's do the... So we'll do 3 to start off with. Let's just plop down here. So it puts us at the last flat square, because of course there's no flat squares here. That comes down there. That is not what I need. I need to fall in the water, and then I get a 2, because that will bounce up there, and then there we go. Arch is here. We can start now, everyone. 9 levels in a world, Arch, and basically it's golf. with different types of terrain. I'm going to need a chip at the end. That's not right, is it? Oh, hang on. If I do that, 1, 2, and then it goes on, and then a 2, is that going to work? Because then it would land this. Is that a leaf? This is a poorly kept green. That's a good point, but I'm going to ignore that sensei. 2. If I do that, is it going to plop us here? No, it puts us back where we were, so that's not what I want to do. I don't want to use that. I want to do a 2 from here. What? That's a new piece, though. Yeah, you go in there. Nice sound effects. I'm enjoying the sound design. Okay, and now 1 and 2. So let's go the other way for this 2. That appears to just be a... Yeah, I think it must be sand. Yay! Four? Well, it's just corner to corner, so you have to start with that. Or do you? Let's not. Let's start with the 3. I'm going to go that way, and then it gets us on that one further. Okay. Now, if I chip from here... So I'm going to go 1, and I'm going to go down. If I chip from here, then is it going to actually just plonk it back in the hole? Because it's the last flat square. It should put it back here, really. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Never mind. I feel like 4 has to be first, but then if I do a 3... If I do a 3 from my first shot, it will land here or here, and it will automatically go to this. So we have a choice of whether to use the 3 or 4, because it's whatever we need later. If we then do a 3, whatever it is, it'll go down to here, and we'd be left with the 1, which would be rubbish. What happens if I do a 1? Should just put it back at the start. We have to start with either the 3 or the 4. I'm going to start with the 4. Ah, and then 1. And then the 3. It shoots it over, but it will come back. There we go. Okay, lots of things going on here. Mustn't end up in the mud, or mustn't end in the mud. We can go over it, but we sink into it. So we can't land on this one or this one. We can land on this one or this one. That 2 and 1 is irritating. What did I play? Ah, let's do that up here. And then 3 along. And then 2, but it stops here. And then we should be able to chip it in. Chip it in. So Wales are playing England tonight. I'm obviously not interested. But a friend of mine texted me saying, do you remember the last time when Wales played England? I went, no. It was 2016. I just moved to Germany. And I was going through a patch of Germany which didn't have... It was very foresty, so it didn't have much internet signal. Can you keep me updated on the Wales-England score? And apparently I texted him, someone has scored. And then I didn't tell him anymore. So he's not forgiven me for that, apparently. I'd entirely forgotten about this, but That does sound like something I would do. Someone has scored. He said to let him know if someone would score, so I did. Anyway, right. What have we got here? 4 would go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4's probably a good idea. Ah, it's not a chippy. I don't know. Oh, it was deliberate, Catnip. It was absolutely deliberate, but I don't know. 1. So we have to start with 1. Should we go 4? Is that going to work? 4's not going to work. Nope. If we do 3, we can end up here, but then I think we can't get off of it. I'll try it, but I don't think it's the right answer. Because, yeah, we just get stuck in the sand. Okay. Maybe that 1 isn't the right first one. 3. Yeah, absolute genius. 3, and then the 4, we just still get stuck. Yeah, so... I know that Sensei's just saying that and doesn't know the answer. So I'm going to ignore him. Good evening. 3. I should be nice to him because he's been very, very useful in helping me in lots of things very recently, technical things. So it's got to be the 4. We're going to have to... Oh, that's the 1. Should being the operative word, really. 3, there's your 3. So we're ignoring all of this, and then 1 down there. Actually, since I was correct, that's quite irritating. 4, 8. Well, we can stop there very easily. Then we'll have to chip it, and then... Oh, I think we're going to have to go around the edge. I don't like this. I don't like it. And then a 3. And then we can do a 1 and then run off the edge. Hey, Jess! Okay. Is this an entirely... This is an entirely symmetrical level, so it doesn't actually... Whatever direction I go in the first move doesn't matter, but the card will. But the direction won't. Let's just do a 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, that's a shame because I now want another 3. Let's do a 1 and a 2. Oh, let's not do a 1 and a 2. Let's do a 2 and a 2. So that does get us there. 3 can get us here. Ah, it's Battenberg. Yeah. So let's do 2, because that gets us there. Any thoughts on this one? Yeah, that just goes in the same place. So, what is my final move here? Fair. What is my final move here? That's my next question. Because it could be a 2 from here or here. It could be a 3 from here. But how am I going to get there? I don't think I can get there. You think the 2 up and 2 4... Oh, that's interesting. I don't have to click on the ball. I can do it from wherever I am. Okay, interesting. So 2 would be 1, 2, and 2. So we're going from here, are we? Here or here? Okay, so we're going along the edge. Okay, let's see if I can go along the edge. I've been suckered in trying to move along. That's not right. Let's do... Oh, so do I need to get to here? Okay. Is that... Do literally the opposite. Okay. What did I do, though? Because I've already... What's my first card? Can I have my first card? Can't be 2, is it? Really? Okay. Okay. So that puts me there. 3 is silly. 1... That was silly, but 1 can get me there, and then 3 can get me across, and then 2 and 2. Polite golf clap. Excellent. Thank you very much for the hint. Let's do 1 that way. I can end up here quite easily. But... let's do 1 this way. Because we can get 3 there. No, 3's the last one, isn't it? 3's your last one, so you need to be here. Three's your last one. And then 1 across, and then doesn't get us far enough. Doesn't get me far enough in. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3. So how do I get there? Can't use the 3. I have to get here, right? I've been ignoring this square. Maybe it's that. Yes, there we go. There we are. That is world 4 complete, and we've unlocked. Ah, I see. We unlock those 3. Okay. World 5. Tell you what. Let's. We don't know what those mechanics were yet. Let's go back to level 1. Let's do these slightly more complicated levels. Because now I've had a bit of practice and I know what I'm doing. In theory. 3. We want 2. We want 1, 3, and 2. 1, 3, 2. Foggy! Just because I could. Let's go with 1, because it doesn't matter. We don't want more than that. Okay. because we definitely need a 2 or something like that here. Will a 3 work? Okay. Need a 3 here and a 2 here. Symbols! Smug mode engaged. Yes, very Crichton-esque. There we go. World absolutely complete. We shall never see World 1 again. And now that's level done that one. Level 2. Little, little crown. Excellent. Why do I get the feeling we're going to have to do a whole figure of 8 on this one? And then 3 first. Yep. It's a very peaceful and zen game, this. At the moment, it's not simple, but it's not too difficult. There's only 4 options, and now I've only got 2 directions, so I've only got 8 potential choices to start off with. Still had to ask for your help on one of the early ones, of course. Yeah. And I want to do 2. Now, am I trapped in there? That's my next question. I've trapped my ball. Oh well. Let's not do that then. Oh, I see. So 1, and then just do 2. And now I do my chip shop, which I'm going to call chip shop because I can't call it chip shop. That's level 2, almost done. Well, that 4 isn't going to happen just yet, is it? Oh no, it could go up here. Okay, nope. 4 up. Good. Now I want 1. And now I'm going to do 3. And now my 2 will go up. Oh, what they're cooking tonight. What they're cooking tonight. There we go. World complete. Just really looking. Very off-centered today. Very off-centered. Oh, okay. I think it must be because I've moved where the camera is. That's not right. That's not right. That's better. Okay. Oh no, we've done this one. Gosh, I nearly did the whole level again then. 2 crowns. Two, and then 1. No. 1 and then 2. Okay. It's the only plausible first move. Can't be that one. Has to be this one then, and then we're going to jump over the hole. Don't like it. Because am I not? Okay. Hey, that'll work. Ooh, okay. Golf needs to be more like this in real life. I would play golf in real life if it was like this. Although I did some mini golf recently and I won a free game, so woot woot, woot to me. 3 would go 1, 2, 3. 2 would go there. 1 isn't worth it, so it's got to be the 3. And this looks symmetric, so doesn't matter. And then 2. That's there. That may not be interesting. What happens if I do this? No. Okay. would have to start. If I need to go 3 up, 1, 2, 3, I have to go from here. So I do need this 1 to start off with. Okay, let's do that and then do 2 and 3. Oh. So I've got to carry on up that way then. That's not right, is it? It's not right. And then I go along here. And then it leaves me in a horrendous position. It was right. What? I'm doing that one. It's not symmetric, yeah, because of that, it turns out. Mini golf is great. I love it. So I would have to carry on. Let me do a different first step. So if I do 2, yeah, just do 2. And then 2 that way. And it should. So I need the 2 and the 2, 3 to swap. So I need you to stop in the sand, then just do 2, and you should now come to a rest here. Good, and then the 3 up. I feel sorry for the little mouse with the confetti cannon, ready, just waiting for the golf ball. Ah, golf ball! Okay. Yes, it's a mouse. I'm going to go this way. That's my guess. No, it's a real mouse. I've seen them. This is the genuine confetti mouse. They're a bit old-fashioned these days, but yeah, it's a real mouse. That was a mistake. Let's go this way. 2 and 1 is going to end up in the mud. Let's not do that. 2 and a 2 will also end up in the mud. 1 and a 1 will end up below ground. What is under the void? This game does not answer that question. Can't spell automatic without mice. If you take the last E off of mice. Automatice. Yes, I can get there. See, I want it to go this way. That would do that. But we need a... Yeah, we'd need a... Yeah, that's not the right route. That is absolutely not the right route, because I'd need a 2 and another 2, and I don't have all those 2s. I've got 1, oh, I do have 3 2s. So if I do that down to here, then we need a 2, but it mustn't go on any further. Then we need a 2, and it must go on past the mud. Then we need a 2, doesn't matter about that extra 1. And there's your problem. So I use that at the start, don't use the other chip. Straight down, 2 across, 1. Oh no, this isn't going to work either. It's going to do 1 and then land there. This is fine. Oh, that's really close. Okay. I didn't realise that I was taking negative donations these days. Yeah. It's a wonderful economy, isn't it? So that's not the route. That can't be the route. The route's got to be over here. So let's go that way, and then that went less far than I was expecting. So let's do 1, then just a straight hop across, a hop along. I don't like it there. I want it 1 more on, because I want to go here and then here and then across. Oh, let's try it anyway. It can only be that. Yeah, and then I'm scuppered, because that's going to roll off. So I want to go that way. Okay, how about a 2 and a 1? Because that does get us to the end. And then a 2. And I can get over there. Okay, okay, that's it. That is it. That is it. So instead of this 2, I do 2, 2. It's going to come to rest here. I then do 1, 1 here. I do 1 more. And then that is what you saw, isn't it, Catus? There's the mouse with the confetti. World 3 complete. Let's go to world 4. 3 tiny crowns. Tiny crown number 4. Okay. I think we want to end up in this water. We didn't end up in the water, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, do you have to travel for work, Arch? As in, do you work from home, or are you going to be out and about in it? Either way, good luck, but yeah, fun. What happens if I do 4 here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's very bad. Don't want that. But I can. What about 4 up? 1, 2, 3. That's not useful. I thought I remembered the word commute. I was thinking of the word commute. I just obviously didn't say it out loud. Interesting. This is because I do not commute for work. It is lovely. Well, that's not too bad then. Wrap up warm, and I hope you manage to survive. It's always a bonus. Let's try that. 1, 2. No. 1, 2. That's what I want. Oh, no, I don't. What do I actually want at the end? What do I want at the end? A 1 from here. So this is last. Because it's either going to plop in here, which we don't want, or... Yeah, okay, so that one is last, okay. Let's do that. Yeah, I didn't need that. Let's do the 4 to start off with and just get it to stop, and then I can do a 1. No, I can't. Oh, but I can do that. 1 and then 2. And then I can do a 2. And then I can push it along 1. And then I've got my little hop. There we go. Some nice puddles in this one. Let's do 4 down here. It's not. Let's do a hop of 1 and then that. There we go. This is going to be an irritating level, isn't it? That 4's probably going to come at the end, right? So we get that. Then we just do this. Then we just do this. And then I'm... Nah. Where does the 4 end up? It goes here. That's not enough. So the 4 could go 1, 2, 3. So this is our final shot. This is our final shot from either here or here. So we need to get there or there. So if I can get here in one shot, that's what I want. But I can. Is that what I wanted? That one, but that's the final shot. And now it puts us here. That may not be terrible. That isn't terrible. That's what we need. Huh. Nice. So a gentle plop is what we needed. There we go. 412. 6 cards. It's got more complicated. We don't want to end up here because we'll just end up in here and that just doesn't work. I mean, no, Arch. If I've done at least one hole where I didn't use all the cards, which took me by surprise actually, because I assumed that there would be a perfect logical example path for each one, but no. Okay, I'm gonna go 2 this way. I don't think I should have done that. I need one of the 2s at the end, and it has to be here. So I have to go. Oh, it's 2 and 1. No, so this is your final card from 2. So how do I get here? Well, probably with a 1 from here. So I'm going. So I need to be here. That's my. Or here, or here. I was hoping that might put it on here. I feel like it has to go there. No, let's do that. And then that. Katus likes this, okay. I don't. Because it can't be the 2, because that's just not going to do anything. Can't be the 1, because it only puts us here. Or can it? Because then, no, it's not the 1. So 2 puts us here, so it has to be that. Which I thought we were saving for the end. 1 can't be. Hello, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Ding! There we go. That's world 4 complete. World 5. Okay. What is... I'm assuming these are squares we can't go over at all. Oh. Okay. It gives so it's not an X as a no-go area. It's a little trampoline. Trampoline. So we want that. Okay. Trampoline. Okay. So it carries it on. That is not what I meant. So I don't want to end up on one of these then. Oh, interesting. Okay. Because it runs off the edge but back onto it and then it reactivates it. Okay. Okay, we definitely want to stay up at the end of this first one. Let's do that, because that should, yep. And then I'm going to aim it that way. It'll, yep. And then 1 puts us in. And some water. Just doing the 2 to end up. Ah, that is not the one I meant then. It's got to be this one. It's not that one, it's 1. But then it's not going to activate when I need it to activate. Okay. So it's 2 and 2? No. It can't just be 2. So it's got to be. So, so this one has to start it. Oh, but of course this is a chip anyway. Okay. And we'll need the 2 because it will go over here. Excellent. We'll have the 1 then. Of course I can go in the water, this is true. 2. Ah! Yeah. Oh. It's a shame that the 2 is too strong. I did have a 1, but I needed that for the first move. Ah! 1 is our first move. But not that. I'm intelligent, me. 1 is our first move. And then you have to carry on. Why? Marky V says Y is 1 the first move. So if I do 2, it just jumps into there. If 2 is the first move, it puts it back there. Okay. So that 2, the 2 is the first move and it does the same thing. Interesting, yes. And now I'm only left with 1, but I could be left with the 2. Okay, let's start that one again. So let's start with the 2. Puts it there. That's not going to work. And that's a shame. Boop. because we're going to go there, and so we're going to end there. So we need the 1. So we need. No, 2 and 1. No, that's our final one from here. So the previous one is going to be. I'm going to say this. So therefore 2, and then. Oh. That's a good way of looking at it. So we've got at least 1 cross of water here. And there's at least... Oh, I dribbled. Sorry. So sorry. So we have... got a waterproof desk. So all is well. Saliva. Two goes to get across. It's just painful. I've not done this though, have I? I've not done this. Okay, that'll be why I didn't do it. So one way of doing it, of making them activating a trampoline twice, is to roll up and then roll back down onto it. This is not right. This is not right, because it just puts us back here, not there. So there we go. That's what we've got to do. We've got to deliberately dunk ourselves in the water. That's what we've got to do. So, but not like that. Okay, just as a thought. Okay. Go for it. Extra one is then wasted, but I cannot move the hole. I cannot throw my club around, unfortunately. Mr. Mickey? Or is it Minnie? Which one of you? I don't know which one of you is operating this one. Can you set off your confetti cannon for me, please? Use the 2 to move first. And then if I do that way, which does plop us in there. Oh, I've only got 1. So we'll use that, and it just says use the 1, yes, because it will do that, but won't we just end up on the ramp again? Okay, well I can do that quite easily, so 2 over there, bung in there, 1 in there. Okay. Okay. actually, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that again, and then do. Yes, of course, that will do that. We'll do 2 and 2 instead. Okay, how did I not get there before? Good evening, Hollow. You missed some golf. That's what you missed. So we've got a 2, which then does that. And then we've got a 2 and a 1. How did we not solve that earlier? There you go. You'll pick it up. This is sand. We come to an immediate stop on the sand. This is water. We go plop in the water. Let's. Oh, what do I want to do? I don't want to go 1. Let's go 1. So I can go that way, but would this not be the same? Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. I think. Given there's a trampoline here, and this world is all about the trampolines, we should use the trampoline. So let's go 2 and 2. As it's sand, it'll stop us. No, let's not. Let's do just 2. And then this will hop us over to there. Good. And then we go 2 down. And 1 across. Right. Boop boop. Woohoo! 3 puts us here. 2 and 1. Yeah, and then I'm left with a 2, so that's not right. If I do that, I get all wet. I don't want to be wet. I want to be dry. And smell lovely. Oh, I've got to go this way. Okay. Is a 3 enough? No. That 3 will bonk us back over there. So that's not right then, because we need. No, we don't want to go that way at all. We need 2. We need a 1, 2, 3 from here. So we need a 1 from here. So we need to get there. 2 isn't good enough. Yeah, I thought that would happen. What can we do going that way? If I just do 3, puts us there. We can do a 2 and 1 then. Yeah, so close. Yep, new world. It looks like each world has its own little colour scheme. That does get us there. And then that gets us there, which is what I wanted. No, it's not what I wanted. I wanted there. I wanted to be there, but with a 3. Where did I use the 3? I used the 3 right at the start. Well, that's depressing. Let's do 1, 2, and that gets us over. So, at the moment, the 3 is just a 1 and a 2. Just added up. Oh, but then I'm scuppered. can't be. Hang on. Oh, so instead of using the... Yeah, fine. I used the 1 and the 2 when I should have... Fine, I know what I did wrong. Because a 1 and a 2 is a 3, earlier I'd used a 1 and a 2 when I should use the 3. Okay, what have I got here? I'm fine, thank you very much. I'm not hearing any air horns. There you go. Yeah. Yes, I have been watching Taskmaster. Sarah Millican is an excellent... that's not an air horn. So air horn is... What's that? What's that? It's a train. It's a goose on a train. Okay, clown honk. A woog? No. Really? Okay. I should really try and work out what I'm doing with this one, shouldn't I? There's a little mini trampoline in there that I hadn't spotted. Okay. We should probably try and get it in the hole. And the trampoline. Oh no. Oh no. Because if we do that, we'd have to go... That would be our route. It would be around like that. I agree with catnip. I agree with catnip. I agree. Let's start. Is this symmetric? It's looking pretty symmetric to me. So that 2 putting us there is silly. So that's not that. Let's try 2 and a 1. No, it's definitely not. Well, it might be 2 and a 1 if we need to burn off that 1. And then we can get in the hole. I am. The ones... Two there. Oh, it's interesting that you can get there, though. Okay. See, there's a trampoline there. Chekhov's trampoline. It's Chekhov's trampoline, so why don't I just use it immediately? Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. And then I do that. Yeah, and it props me out. But then I'm a bit scuppered. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, well, hello to anyone who's currently... Oh dear. If I did that in a different direction, it would work. Oh, what, this way? No, not that way. Yes, it's that exact horn, actually. With just don't on it. Okay, so if I do 2 now, if I do 2 that way, but then I go... Hooray! Okay. A 5? These levels are getting bigger. For those just joining, there's a little mouse in each hole that has the little confetti cannon. Yeah. I'm going to have to plop it in the water, aren't I? Because I don't want to end up there. So 2... I've got to plop it in the water. Let's do the 3, and I'll find out it should have been the 4 or the 5. Well, that we're not sure, Arch. Oh, Trevor from, hang on. Oh, so that's quicksand. And that's the... Oh, no, that's not good at all. So we can't end up there. Ah, I'm going to be able to... Woo! Okay, so we should have used the... I'm going to use the 4 this time. Should have used that there. And then we use the 3-1 up here to get us in the middle. We then use the 3 to go across. And we end up on the sand that we can't then get off of. But we can then do this. Whoop. And then I'm left with the 5. Well, that's no good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. But didn't it set itself up for a sequel? So maybe one day they're going to come up with a sequel, which I would very much like. I will also do that on stream. So let's do. How do we actually solve that last bit at the end? Because we need a jumpy bit at the end. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So this is the last move from here. 1, 2, 3, and then it will bounce it on even further. Okay, I think that's going to do that. That's the final move from here. So we need to use these to get to here. Which we should be able to do. We should be... Oh, maybe I was a muppet earlier then. Okay, probably. 5 this time. And then I'm going to do... Ah, and then I'm doing 4 this way, and then a 2 and a 1. There we go. And then I use the 3 to go across the trampoline, and then the 3 and the 1 should. Boing! Confetti! Thank you, Mr. Mouse. Ooh, okay. 9! It's a lot. Also, there's a different colour. Number 11 is in a different colour. The envelope's been chosen. 9 out of 100. Okay, lots of trampolines, trabompolines. Going to do it because I can. Yeah, okay, fine. 9. What happens if I go this way, though? But a 6 may not be terrible. Let's do 8. Okay. But that has to be our first move. Let's do 5, actually. Let's do 5 to go here. Good. And then 6... No. Oh, okay, we're going to go up here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 9. This is the 9. It's the 8. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then I assume 6. A 9, I assume now? No, not like that. Not like that, it's not. And then a 6. So close. At least there is an undo button. Yay! Nice! And that is that world complete. Let us try the trickier 3 levels. Okay. No jumping, as in they're all just alongs, so all the jumping will be provided by trampolines. Trabampolines. I didn't mean to do that, but that may not have been the worst thing in the world to have done. I'm going to do it this way, though, just to... So we don't want to end up on any of these squares, do we? So we need a 2 now. And then a 1, 2, 3. 1. Let's do 3 that way. Oh no, that was terrible. And a 3. And then a 3. That bouncing off of this wall may not have been wrong. Because how are we going to get over here? How are we actually going to get in the hole? Because we can't run over any of these. So it's got to be here or here. So it has to be here, which has to be... Oh no, that can't be. 3 from bottom left? What? Okay, well, let's... I'm still going to do that. Because that looked fun. 3 from the trampoline nearest the hole. Oh! Oh, right, so we're going to go up there or something. Yes, a 2 from there. 3 from there, because you've got to bounce off of there and go, yes. So we need to get onto there. So we need a 3. So we need to stop. Okay, so I need to... do you think it's going to be this trampoline or this trampoline? How many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we do 5, but not like that, I must be. It's because I'm pulling it back and expecting it to ping in the other direction. That is what I'm doing wrong. There's your 5. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, you don't want this though, do you? You can do 3 and get there. Oh no. You do want that. Because you do that and then you do that and you jump up and then you do... that may be wrong. But we're getting there. Just because... Yeah, now we need our 5. So instead of a 2 and a 3, I need a 5. So instead of the 5, using that earlier, use the 2 and the 3. I used another 2. And now I used another 3 to get here. Use 2 to do a bit of ricocheting, bouncing up. Now I use the 5. Well, that's not gone well. But that's the general principle. We go up here, along here, and then 3. So what have I done wrong? I need a 4. You could only get... you can't... Oh, 5 backwards. Oh, thank goodness you're here. And then 3, which is exactly what I was describing with this move. Anyway, there we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. Got some chippy shots here. How are we going to get in this hole? So it's going to be with one of these. Isn't it? No, yeah. Raised puddles. Night, Marky V. Sleep well. Oh gosh, it's 9:20 already. I'm doing a 2 for no good reason. I'm assuming that's flat, by the way. I'm not entirely sure, but I assume it's flat. That is not the way I wanted to go. I wanted to land on that. Oh, no, that's the quicksand, so we can't end there either. Okay. So we can sort of do that and chip 1, do 2. That will get us to there. That's just silly. So That's not your first move. It's equally not your first move that way. Could be that way, and could be that way. So let's try that way. Boop. Okay, that's fine. And then... Okay. So we do... No! Yeah. Yeah, we don't want that. You want... Yeah. A little bit. Is this feels yeah, it is. No, it's not symmetric because this and that are different. Okay. So we want this way because I think we might, because if we do a 3. No! That gets us there. And then we can get to there. That's fine. So we use a bit of chip. We can get there. We can get to there using a 2. We can't get to there using a 2. Ah, the 2's the final one. Okay. 1 and 1. 1 and 2. What? Okay. Yeah, we need one more. Okay, but we're getting there. So that 3 actually needs to come in later. That 3 and the 2 maybe at the end. Okay, start with a 1. Go down here. We can definitely use that one here. Use that one here. Ah! Let's not use that. Let's, there we go. Boop. Okay. Can use the 1 and the 2. That is not a problem. Yeah, this is working. This is working. That's fine. Then we use a 3 for this one. And then a 2 for the next one. And drop a good one. Well, we can't use either of these to start off with. So it's one of these 4. 4 looks like a reasonable number over here. And then 1. That's not going to work, is it? That's just going to come back down. I'm going the other way with my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then there's the 1. It would put us here. Haven't used any of the trombopolines. Trombopolines. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think each world has its own music, so I'm looking forward to a different set of music. Possibly. Let's just, you know, let me go down that. What's the last move? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Could be from, it would be from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or from there, which it isn't if it was 4 and 1. 2 and 1 could be from there. Okay, so if we ended up here, oh no, we just need 2 for that. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Could be from here, of course. So if we got here, we can get to here, and we can get to here with these 2 cards. which I think we can do. Can't do it, no. We can get pretty close. I can get one away, which is worth 7 points in countdown. Hang on, that's correct. What? Maths. There we go. I'm not going to complain. Okay, that is... We are halfway. We are halfway. Let's have a quick look at some of the achievements. Oh, okay, they're achievements from here. Okay, so... thinking with portals, says level 6. Uh-oh. Excellent. Well, before we go on to... So we're now halfway through. Before we go on to the next set of levels, what have I got coming up? So tomorrow we're going to continue with Words Can Kill. We're going to do Words Can Kill. We are on level 3. We are not doing very well on level 3, so we're probably going to have to die and restart. But it's basically a cross between Slay the Spire and Anagrams, Scrabble and Slay the Spire. So do join me for that. It's a lot of good anagramming fun with some RPG light tactical stuff going on. And I'm a Muppet during it. Night all. Yes, I will be watching it too, Foxy, in about an hour's time or something like that. On Thursday, I'm going to do 2 cryptic crosswords. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing Cats Organised Neatly once I've finished Golf Peaks. So I would imagine that I'm not going to quite finish Golf Peaks today. We will finish it next Tuesday. And then I'm going to move on to Cats Organised Neatly, which is basically block puzzles. And the blocks are in the shape of cats. Hence the Cats Organised Neatly. So they're very cute blocks. Okay. Next set of levels. Yes, okay, here we are, thinking with portals. Okay. So that's 2, and then it does the 1, and then there's that. I can do that. I could do that level. Okay, different colours means different things. Okay, let's do that. Chip it in. And 2. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Intriguing. You can rattle between them. Okay. Okay. That's going to be an advanced mechanic in a later stage. I guarantee it. Yeah, I'm going to have to use them, aren't I? How am I going to use them? And then I'm 1 short. Ah, that gets us directly into there. So that feels like that should be the first move. This gets us directly into here, so that feels like that should be the second move. But then we are stuck in them, aren't we? Oh. But that felt so good. Because then you're using that straight away. I'm assuming we can't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but even so, still no trampoline. So I think we're only going to use one set of them, is that right? So let's do that. Go across. That's very close. How am I actually going to get in the hole? How am I going to get in the hole? So it'll be a one and a chip from here, or a 2 from here. Because 1 from here doesn't work. 2 and a 1 would work from either here or here. Okay, so if we can get to there without using the 2 and a 1, we can do the 2 and the 1. Okay. So that's what we need to do. So we can do that. And then that. And then that. Is that right? That's right. There we go. All the portals. But I have to use the green one first. Is that green or grey? Not sure. Anyway, I don't have to. I can jump. How do I actually... So I'll be getting into the hole from starting in one of those portals. So I'll either be here, 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 or here. Okay. Let's do that. So get us up to the top of there. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Oh, what about this? Ah, not that. It's got to be that to start off with, and then... Ha, okay. Yes. There we go. Doesn't matter. Does matter. Well, okay, what happens if I... Oh, that's annoying. No. I'm almost certainly. I'm really good at failing right in the last second. Like I'd be a brilliant marathon runner for the first 25.99 miles, and then for the last 0.4 miles or whatever it is, because it's just over 26 miles. Flat on my face. I have to use that 2 to start off. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do a 1 and now I do the 2. Ha! No. No, no, no. Okay. Unless I do that. Just checking. What would you do to start off with then? Anyone who's got a brain cell. I could do that. No! Okay. Yes, yes. So 2 to get out of here. Puts us at the top of there. And I can do that, and then that sort of it bounces. Yeah. And then do that, but it's going to get in the water. Do that, it just sits there. But yeah, that's not quite. Oh! It's that! Yeah, as Vecna was just suggesting. I thought of it first. And then I'm stuck. I want to go there. Interesting. Yeah, that's no good. It's neither of those. Let's do the 2. Let's put you in there. Get there. Trial and error for me, this level, this world. I mean the Earth. I think I'm going into the red to start off with, so let's do that. And then I can get up to there. And that's brilliant. Except for the fact that it all then goes horribly wrong. So I need to sort of get into this hole. Okay, well I can do that, I can do that, I can go in there. How am I getting into here? I'm going to be there or there for the 2. There's nothing else it can be. So how do I get there? I just want to move along. Okay, so I need to do what I just did. Let's use that to start off with. That's not great. Is that going to work? And then I do a 3. but the other way. And then a 2, it stops, and then there's your 2. And it's in the hole. Ding. Ooh, okay. So do that and get there. Then we do that, but then we only land on it. So we need... we just do a straight 2, yes, and then a 2, and then... yes, I should have done that the other way around as well. So we do that, so that pops into there, you pop along there, you jump across. Oh, well... What did I... What? I don't know what I did or didn't do there. Okay, so that is that. So I haven't used this at all, really. So I can use a 3 just in case. Just that sets it up for us nicely. And then we get that. Got no way to get up there now, but never mind. Haven't I just gone in a circle? I've gone in a circle with those 2 cards. That was just entirely silly. Let's not do that. Oh, so I've got to get there. With this, or this, I've got to get here. So actually... I'm going that way. Okay. That is wrong, but only just. Let's start that again, but with the 3. That should just go... Oh. You have to change direction. That's why I was doing a 2 and a 1. Okay, well I'll try the 2 and a 1 again. If I do a 3, I'll end up... Oh, dead. Okay, so 1 bungs us back here. And if we do 2, we can get to here. It's just I'm then discovered. Does it? I need 1 more! So it's how am I using the 1 and the 2 and the 3 differently? That's my question. Okay. Really simple. Okay. Whew. 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Let's go with the 3. It's a random guess. But I'm going to go for this side. No! That side. And then the 5. Oh, right, okay, we won't do that. Let's do the 3. Okay, we won't do that either. We can do that, though. Can we do the 5? Can we do the 4? Okay, so this one will do the 5. 3. 2, 3, and trampoline. Okay. Okay, so we just need to get to one of the holes and have a 1 at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got 15 squares worth of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the diagonal is 12, so we can have a little bit of leeway. But coming to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is possible. 1, 2, I guess. Not if I do that, it's not. Yeah, this seems fine. This seems fine. There we go. So that's that. Let's go to the next set of 3. Okay. Well, can't use anything with 2, can I? So it's 1. And let's go with just that one. Those are there, but these are different, so I should do those. Where's the other one? There. Looking good. Looking good. I am looking good. Or something like that. 7 cards! It's too many. I'm in a hole. I'm in a hole. So I've taken red left. Which is silly because I've only got a chip of 2. Yeah, it's not red, so let's go with purple. I'm going to end up on green, aren't I? Oh, well, let's carry it through. So it has to be a 1. If it is 3. I think I'm doomed. Doomed. No. This should be fine. This should be fine apart from the falling off the world. Oh yes, that is... Okay, so I need an exact... thing. Okay, so I'm doing the right thing, just need to end on this one such... end here so that I can just do a 1 backwards. If I got a 1, I do. Okay. Use that one then. I think that might solve that issue. Got to use that. Got to use the 3. The 2 over the top. The 2 and the 1. 1. Yes, and then the 2. So I forget, what does this do? Okay. I just can't end on it, can I? Right. So 1 is wrong. 3 is very possible. Let's do 3, but actually select the card. Though it feels like it's actually going to be the 4 or the 6, but we'll find out which one we actually need. I'm doing that. Of course it is. Oh, but then if you go there, okay, well, I'm stuck on there, so that's wrong. I'm going to be stuck on there anyway, aren't I? 1. It's not possible. It's got to be possible. Because you sort of see the path. You have to go through the purple, then along that right island, and then along the other island on the left, and then the top island, but all in 7 swings. Oh, no. I'm talking utter nonsense. Because it will run. Oh, no. It will run along there. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will go here. Let's go. Let's do the 6. One, and then we can't do 4. I don't like 1. That's just silly anyway. Yeah. So what did we use at the start? I'm going to use the 3 because I think we need to be as efficient as possible. Isn't that what I used though? Let's use the 4. Use that 4. Maybe that will work. And then 1, 2, and then oh. Yeah, I've done that wrong. Okay, so 4, but going that way. That's an interesting wrinkle. So if I 6 puts us up there. Okay, that gets us over there. That's excellent. That less excellent. I've not thought about this, have I? So we can get to here, which requires 2. We can get to here, which requires a 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should get the 4. Okay, well, that's not good. That 6 is so needed for that, though, isn't it? Got to be. That 3 was needed. Is it the 6? Oh, no. Oh yeah, okay. That's why that's 1, 2. So we're going to end with a 4 here, aren't we? If we're here, we can actually do 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do 4 there, or a 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it would just go over the top. Okay. I do like how these sort of say yay. Has to be this way. Thank you very much, Vecna. Have a lovely evening. When you return this time next week, I will be stuck. Still on this level. 6. No. I'm going to be as efficient as possible. And that has to be 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 6, just to get across here. That's going to be 1 and 1. Okay, I think I've got it. So... No, because it's the 1 and 2 that is mucking it up. It's the 1 and 2 that's mucking it up. Reason why this is level 12 in the run. Might pop onto world 7 in a minute actually, if I don't spot this one. We can come back to this one next week. Because I want to end up here. Assuming that's too many, and then that, yeah. Okay, gonna come back to this one. So this one you can't change direction, so you need the 3, which I had already used. But if I use the... I'm gonna... Okay, let's try this. And then 1 and 2, and then 6. And then we can use the 3. Then 1 and 1. Then the 1 first, then the 1 and the 1, which is great, but only gets us there, or only gets us there. So we just need to be more efficient at getting there and not use that card either. I'm assuming that doesn't work. Yeah. 3 that I used, was it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's rubbish. Right, I'm going to come back to that level, and I'm going to go on to World 7 and actually do some things. But next time, we will come back to that. We'll get the little mouse crown. Good evening, Digital David. How are you? Hope you're well. What, is this going to be ice? Is this going to be slippery balls? That doesn't help. How are you tonight? Hope you're doing all right. 2, of course it's not. Okay, so 1. Okay, so we can't finish on that. Okay, so it is just a colour palette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's just move 1 and then do 2 and 4, and that should bounce back. Nope, doesn't bounce back enough. 1 and 5 would work. No, that's still 6. Okay. This is going very well. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Must not. Oh, that's what I need to do, but from this side. Okay, so that gets us to there. Good. So if we do 5... Oops. It's just too many anyway. Hey, good evening. Thank you very much, David. You are most welcome. You may come again. 2 and 4. Yeah, just runs over the Ujima flip. How do I... If I do that, and then I sort of do that. I mean, I'm just how do I get it here? That's my question. So my first shot got it to here. Great. They're all chips. They've all got chips, which is not useful. Ah, okay. 1 has got to go up. Okay. 1. And then 2 and 4 is going to do the same. 2 and 4 does the same. Okay. 2 you can't do. You land there or there. 1 and 5. It's worth having a look. Yeah. 1 and 3 will do the same. No, it won't. Okay, excellent. But that's what I had before. 1 could have got me down there. Fine. Okay. So I can't end on any of these squares because they're sort of ice or I don't know what they are, but 1, 5 going right into the corner piece above. Here, then it just plops off the end, which is irritating. No, the other right. Oh! Oh, that's good, but... It's not water because we can still travel on it. Actual water you can't travel on, but it's sort of a slush. Let's go with slush. I mean, it's ended up where it was an entirely useless ball. How about getting the 1 up there though, and then the 1... Oh no, it would just fall off if I do that. It is quicksand, but it shouldn't be blue, really. Just that's what this level looks like. Let's do 1 down, and now let's do... And that'll just gloop in. 2, that goes there, but then it falls off. Shenanigans is an excellent word. I feel like that is the only thing, because we have that there. gosh, this is irritating. I can do that, and then it'll just bounce back and then end up there again. So that's that, and then I can do one up there, and then it'll come back down there, and then... and then I can do it there. Woo! Okay. Agreed. Agreed, Catnip. I feel like one must be the last move. And I feel like we should be getting over here as well, so there's a big tour of places. So we can move. How many squares can we move? 6 plus 6, that's 12, 16, 17. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 sort of on the diagonal. So we've got sort of 9 to play with, if that sort of makes any sense. Oh, yes, well, we can get over here. Oh, I don't... okay. And then we need the one that I don't have. But can we just... There you go. If you've got a chip, even if there's more after it, you just go straight in. Okay. So that one wasn't the last one, which surprised me. Good evening, JT. How you doing, my friend? Me lovely. All right, my lover. Gert Lush. You're bringing out the Bristol in me. Stop it. Right, what am I doing? So I think that is stuff where it... Well, that's just water. See, that's water. Yep, that's your sand. Cheers, Drive. That's a bit of Bristolian for you there. So this is sand, white-coloured sand, where it just immediately stops. And so let's do that, and then 2. Oh no, that's not good. I didn't know that. Didn't know that about Liverpool. Well, that's just... Oh, no. Oh, no. So, the last move is going to be from here or here, a 1 and a 1, or a 1 and a 2, to... Oh, no. What is the last move? How do we get the ball in the hole? 2, when you can't use just this on these, you have to chip off of them. Oh, so it would be sort of a chip onto there and then down. So actually we need to get into this hole. Okay, that's fine. I feel like that was a mistake. Did you have a nice birthday, JT? Up with the fam. That's... Yes! And then that, and then there we go. Thank you, Mr. Mouse, for shaking up your confetti cannon. Okay. 2, 2, 2, 2. Lots of 2s. Yeah. And a 1. Well, the 1's going to be rubbish here. 2 and a 3. It's just a 2. That's the only thing I think we can do. Let's do it again. No. Although that's actually right, isn't it? No, because we need 1 more 2. Same, yeah. Because it's like peep. I use peep to be non-gender specific, and I think love is... You're right, love? Oh, that's wrong. It does the same. Let's go up there. Let's go up there. Now let's do the thing. That's rubbish. The duplicator. Yeah, I missed that from Mashanika Museum. 2 has to be that to start off with. Now I think we were onto something interesting. I think we do have to go that way. And I think it is going to be the 3. The 2 and the 3. Oh, is it just one down and then a little hop to the right and then a hop to the left? Let's do the time warp again. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Excellent, thank you for taking that up. Let's do that. Oh, that's interesting. And then a 3. Oh, it sort of gets us there. Yeah. And then a 2. And then a... and then that 1's going to send us... Whee! Okay. What if... Oh, that's still 4. That's a length of 4. That's not going to work. Do hope JT's looking after himself. He seems to have gone mad. I know what he's doing, but I don't care. Gonna make it appear that he's gone mad. It does go there. And then you get a 1 and a 2. Perfecto. And then we can go 3. Oh, that didn't get us as far. And then 2 and 2 gets us there. That's just rubbish. I say peeps. I like my peeps. Okay. So that 3 is the last one, so we don't want to use that. I know you are, JT, but it makes you look like you're going mad. Actually, you can't be going mad. You are already most of the way there. Okay, can we do that? Is that what we want? I don't think that is what I want. No, I didn't think so. So it is 1-1 to start off with. It puts us there. So I want to get to here, and then I can use my 3 to get up there. Yeah, fair, can't it? Fair. And then if I do 3... I feel like this is what I did a second ago. No, I did, and then I did the 3 there. But of course we need that 3 right at the end, so it isn't quite right. So maybe it isn't going around. Oh yeah, it's not. It's just blasting. No, it's not right. Do that, I'm left with a 1 and a 2. If I do that, it then falls off the end. That does that, and then that's all good. A route 2 card, yeah, and then go directly up. Yes. Someone's been studying their little Pythagoras' theorem. I loved maths at school. It was my favourite subject. I did maths and further maths at A level, which you take when you're 18 in the UK. 17 rating. 19? 17, 18. Anyway. At the end of college, basically. So that 3. Or that 3. Oh, it could be either. Oh, it could be either of these. Okay, so let's say it's that one instead. Okay. So let's go with this one then, and we'll do that down there. So we're going to try that again, but I'm going to keep this one for the end instead. I mean, this isn't going well. Yeah, it's not gone well. Because that 3 just gets us right over there. We don't use up any of these lovely 5 moves. So if I can use 1 card to get from here to here, then I can do it. It's dead easy, but I don't appear to be able to do that. So I'm assuming that this is the route. What if it isn't? What if it isn't? Good evening, Flushington! Good evening, how you doing? Graphics, that's what was having... You were having a bit of trouble tonight, weren't you? Good evening. How you doing, my friend? Did you try turning it off and on again? We're playing Golf Peaks. Basically, you're given these cards and you... Oh, whoops, that's the wrong button. You're given these cards and you have to get from here to here because that's what golf is. That's exactly right, we like shapes. That's what golf is. So, this is a chip shot. So this is sand. If you land in here, let me just go down to here. It stops your ball. It's rough. You can't go through it. Yeah, it just... I haven't been doing that because there haven't been any other golfers on the course yet, Buzzledown. But I will do that just in case for this hole. And it is 7-4 as well. So it's World 7, Level 4. There's 9 levels in each world, and I think there's 10 worlds. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, we're just trying to solve it. And at the moment, this one is going very badly. Very, very badly. I will say for the raiders, look, Deal or No Deal Advent Calendar starts soon. And there's an envelope in gold now. That number 11, just there, is in gold. That's because that has been chosen as the chosen envelope. That is what is in our box envelope for the month. So there we go. I don't know what I'm doing here. Has anyone worked out how to solve this blooming level? So... Were you in the UK at the weekend, Natter? Because I think I saw a tweet with you saying that you were at TVC, Television Centre. So I just wanted to check. Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. And indeed, it was a certain pointless friend that chose the envelope for us. So isn't that exciting? Yes, Scratch Advent Calendar starts soon. My Cryptic Advent Calendar starts at puzzlevent.com. How does this work? It doesn't at the moment, Dragon Engine. Let me take you to a simpler level that I have already solved. The first level. Maybe it doesn't have to be quite so simple. But basically, get the ball in the hole using the moves provided, but there's a few, few wrinkles. Oh, you should, Sensei! It's a whole month of misery. It's wonderful. So here, there you are. So we're using a 2, and then we've got another 2 in this instance, but of course in that one it can't get up the hill, so it rolls back down, so we have to do it again, and there's another 2. Yes, he is. We like shapes. He's been badgering me for days. He's been badgering me for days about getting the PDF. The PDF is now available. So, will you have big enough squares to write in? We like shapes. Do you need a nice big crayon for it? Right. So. Oh, right. Okay. Very nice, Natter. Had no idea. I've never seen the last leg, I will admit. 1 and 3. So if I do that, it would do 1, and then it would go on 2. But I don't quite understand how the hills work in terms of that. But if I go across here, the grass. Sorry. 4. I have to not be too loud because that this house isn't particularly soundproof and the people above and below me can hear me, and I don't want them hearing me shouting for the sand stops it. But if I go 3, I can get the things that I want the 3. I want one of the 2 3s, so that if we get there, that 3 will push it up the hill. Or the chip 3 will get it up the hill. I know it's got Josh Widdicombe and Adam Hills, and it's got good people on it. Let's do 1-1. That gets us there. So the things I can now get. Hang on. If I restart, let's do 1-3 here. No, then we go down too far. Let's do a 1-2. See, that still puts us here. That's what I want. Let's do that. Let's do 1-1, that gets us there. 1-3 will get us here. Then the 3 can take us here. This is correct. And then this goes 3 up the hill. And we have the mouse. There's a mouse that lives in each hole. Activates a little confetti cannon when it gets bonked on the head. There we go. 4. That is how you play this game. Oh, we've got some big shots coming up. So these are water hazards. If you go into them, you plop onto the nearest square that you had just visited that is flat. We did wonder if it was Trevor, whether he got a part-time job. I feel like I'm going to have to... these are trampolines, trabampolines. Let's do that. And then a 5. Oh, this could go horribly wrong. Okay, 7. Oh no, let's do 8. Let's go wild. 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Problem is, we now need to get there. We've only got a 5 and a 7, and I can bounce off of here, or just go off the edge. Bounce off of it, but it's going to do that. I could do a 5, but where's it going to end? It's going to end back there, which is just rubbish. So I feel like the beginning part was quite inefficient. So what can I do differently? Because when we get here, because assuming we're here, or yeah, if we're here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in total. Have we got a 4? No, we've got a 2 and a 1 and a 1. And even then we'll need it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to end here, is that right? So if we start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a 1. So this is your 6, this is your 1, and this is your 5. So we're going to have to use the 7, 8, and the 2, 1 to start off with. So let's use the 7. And then we use the 2, 1. You very much can, I keep on doing it by accident. Then we use the 8, and that gets us here. I think this might actually be correct. 2 and a 4. That gets us there. Good. 1, little chip shot to there, and then 5 along here. Please tell me I've counted correctly. Seven, 6. Thank you. So then we've got 4 chip shots, so we can descend to the lowest level because we have enough chip shots to get back. And I keep saying chip shop as well. But I feel like... let's do 2 over there. But then 3 is rubbish, so let's not do that. We should just go 3 down. Oh, that's wrong, isn't it? Can't be 3 down. Let's go 2 down. Yeah. might be a 1 from there, or a 2 from there. That might be the final thing, but whatever it is, I think I want to sort of use this with the 3. So be here and go 1, 2, 3, maybe. And then a 3 and a 2. Yeah, that would work. So that's your chip of 2. A chip for 3 from there. A 3, 1, 2, 3. So we need to be there. Which would be from there. So we need to get there. So I think we can just do that. And now do a 1 and a 3. I think this is right. I think Aidan was right with the chipping in. Polite golf clap. Ooh, a maze. This is a trampoline. So we want a 4 from here, which is a 4 from here. Okay, so let's use, we have to go this way. Or maybe it was a 2. Probably was a 2. Let's use a 3. A 4. No, because we're gonna, I can't come that way. I have to go this way. Let's restart that. 4. 4! I have to shout that. No. When I use a 4, then a 3, and then a 2, and then all the 2s. Another 2, another 2. I haven't got enough spaces, have I? Wow. Okay. Now I've made an assumption that I must never go on the water. Actually, I probably should. Because that must make my journey quicker. Would it make my journey quicker? There's also another thing you can do, which is you can bounce off of stuff. So if I do a 2 that way, I'm now. There we go. Yeah, I know what Sensei's talking about, but I'm not going to say what it is just yet because I'm not quite ready myself. And then a 4. So that was your first move. That was your cheeky first move, and then a 2, and then a 2, and now a 4. And now 4, and I haven't used the 3. That 3 was a decoy 3. Oh, look at all the trampolines. Okay. Four? 4? That's not right, is it? Because I need 2 1s. Okay, what about... Let's restart that. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a 2. And a 3. Oh yeah, I forgot that would happen. Okay. Because you activate a trampoline by going onto the edge. So you can, even if it's on the same square as you, bounce off an edge and then you cross that square. 1, 2. So if I do a 1, 2, 3. Let's do a 4. 4! Don't like this, but there is a reason why it's asymmetric, I bet. One, 2, 3. Let's do 3. And then I'm going to go 2 this way. 4. Excellent. And then 1 in. You don't have to, Aiden, but it's kind of expected. Like, most levels seem to, but you don't have to. As the level before this one showed. Okay, we're going down. No, we're going uphill. Flag and ball are that way round. Okay. So we can do a 2 or a 3. Let's do a 3. No chip shots. 1, 2. So we need a 2 or a 3. Well, what is the route up? 1, 2, 3, 4. But then we'd need a 1, which we don't have. So we could go here, but we can't get there. So this isn't. So it's this way then. So 2 up that way, and 2 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. I can overshoot going up. That is true. Yes. I can also undershoot, and then it goes horribly wrong. Okay. Okay. If I just do 3, and then 3 again, and then I just do 2, which just gets me, in effect, 1, and then 4. Then I need a 1. And it's going to go, So that 4's not right. So I have to come from here? 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's no... So I have to come from here then. How do I get there? I don't think I can. Must be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts me there. But then I would overshoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sensei sees it. Curse you, curse you. Okay. I think I have to come from here, but how? Oh dear. Hate you all. Right, okay. 3 and then 2 just for giggles, and then 3. Oh yes. Okay, I want to go up here, and then I want to go down here. I have to get to here by over the top of there, or over the top of here. Is that the way? And then down here, is that the way? Okay, I think that's the way. Cheeky. So let's go 3, and then 3, and then 2. But it'll do that. Yep. Oh, and then I can't get there. Okay. But that is, yeah, G for golf. And golf is the NATO alphabet, isn't it? So that works very well. I do... I'm going to do 2 to start off with, and then 2 again. And then 2 again, and then just butt up against that, and then I've got a 3. And then I've got a 3, so that's just a cheeky little wall there. Fall down there, not a problem, because I'm going back up with a 4. 4! Ooh. If you've got the trichotophobia or whatever, I do apologise. Okay, these are portals. Find the right portal, okay. My theory... Oh. Well, that theory didn't work. My theory was always if I always go up to the left, then I would eventually get there, but apparently that didn't work, and I don't know why. So now I'm going up to the right, and that hasn't worked. And I did that last time, so that's not good. Did I actually get... I think... Did I actually... What's that? What's that weird symbol doing? That's weird. Okay. Right. Okay, and let's go that way. And then that way. And then that way. Hooray! That's a little maze. It didn't say world complete at the end of 7-9. Interesting. Right, so I'll have to get it here. Which I think is from here. So that'll be a 2 chip from here. So I need to get onto here, I think. Seems tricky. I'll just bounce down. This might bounce down and back up. Yeah, no. That 3 and 1's no good, because that will just go whee. But I don't even know the first move here. Okay. Is it? Oh, it's just going to be 2, I think. Then we just get there, and then we move around to here. Good work, Aiden. I like that. That's good. 2 and then 1, yeah. And then we end there, and it goes gloop. Okay. I'm just absolutely stumped here. Just sort of sitting here in this stupor. That's going to then boing it. Yes, yes. So this way, it's not the 4, it's not the 3, it's not this 2, and it's not this. It's not this 2. So it's none of those. It's not that. So it's definitely not that direction. This direction, same issues. So therefore, it's one of these 2 directions. Could be the 2. Could be the. It's going to be. It's not going to be that. I think it's going to be, say, the 4 or the 5. I'm going to say it's the 4, so that I can then do... so that I can then do 2. Which I think if I'd have just done 2, I would have got there anyway. So let's just do that, so it saves me a card. Saves me a card? Saves me a card. Then, I'm left with the same issue, aren't I? If I do 2 up there, it's going to fall off. 4 and 5's the same. 3. Sort of. I could be going back this way or something, couldn't I? Because where did I decide that the final thing was? It was coming from here, wasn't it? Which is this, or this. It's one of these 2 from here. That appears to be the only way to get to it. So it is there that we need to get to. Okay. Need the 2 to get up the hill. Yes, currently what I'm thinking. So, if I need the 2 to get up the hill, what can I do instead? Well, how about the 4? Is that going to be? 4's too powerful. So either the 4 or 5 over here. Let's do the 5. Rattle it about a bit. 4! Yeah. No. Okay, yeah. 4. 4! And now we'll do the 5, which is going to bounce back. There you go, that's your puzzle. 2 up the hill. now I'm going to guess at 2 and then boing. 1, 2, 3. Should I have gone this way? 1, 2, 3. 3, sure, but the one will just fall off of here. And that 2, 3, that set of 3 just makes it fall off of there. Am I coming around here? I've got up the top of the hill. This is a good start. My final step is this 2 from here. That's my final step. It's one of these 2 anyway. Probably that one. 3 is just gonna send it off. Two. Oh, if I do 2, 1, it will end up there. Then we got a 4, 1, which gets it there. Oh, then we get a 3, 1. Oh, yes, 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 yes. There we go. Ooh. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm immediately yeeting it down the hill. 6. Ah, but as soon as you get there, you can't get it off unless you've got a chip. So we're going to have to go onto one of these. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be a 2 and a 1 that's at the end there. Okay, okay, let's go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't use the 2. This is a maze. Okay, I like mazes. 1, 2, 3. Except when I get lost. So we've got a 3 there. 1, 2, 3. That's another 3. That's not good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's true. It has to be a 1 at the end though, because of course you got to end there. But of course, it doesn't have to be a 2. In fact, it's very much not a 2. Very, very much not a 2. In fact, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4. It's a 4 and a 1. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't want that. You want 1, 2. 2. If an end could be a 2, if you end up that step above, you can't get there because all of these are going to stop the ball. Any of these, we can't go on these squares. So we're going to have to either go across from here, because we won't be there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, here, or possibly there, but almost certainly not. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, it's going to be 4 and then 1. Where's that 6 going to go? That 6 is going to go across. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we need to get there. Yeah, yeah. So we get a 3. So we need to get here for the 6. If we do use the 6, it is here. And then we've got a 3. So that's that, the 4 and the 1. So we've got 2, a 4 and a 5 that we can use. So 1, 2, 3. The 4 is going to go too far, isn't it? Yeah. That 2 can go there, but I think we need the 2 elsewhere. It's a maze. It's just finding out. Yeah, I'm silly. It's just finding out where that maze goes. Oh, is it going to start with it? Did I say that? Yes, because if we're here, that is 1, 2, 3. See, I think it's this way just because of the 6, and it would be that direction. Can it be here? You'd need a 2 or a 4. And then you'd need a 2, so that's all right. But then to get here, you'd need 1 or another 2. I don't think this is the route. I don't think it can be. I think it has to be here. 1, 2, 3. So can we get here? That's my question. This doesn't have to be a 1. It can be a 2. Okay. That could be a 2 right there. Because we can fire it off of this wall. And that's what we're going to have to do. Okay. And that can happen a lot here. So this doesn't have to be a 1, 2, 3. That can be a 4. Okay. Okay. Three. 1. I can't use the 2 then. Can I use the 4? What if I do that? 4. That's 1 too many. But that's the principle, that we're going to be going against some of these walls at some point. That's the principle. Okay. But we have to start with a 1, a 2, or a 3. Let's go with a 3. That goes there. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I'll come to that in a second then. That's not what I wanted. Alright then. So 1, 2, 3. So it could be a 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or there, or there. Okay, well it isn't that, so it's got to be, has to be the 4 straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we need a 4 when we get here. Unless we have a 1 and a 3, of course. So let's say that it is going to be a 1 and a 3. Have a lovely evening, Catnip. I won't be on for much longer anyway because it's almost 11. And then the 6. And then the 3. I think that's right. I think this is... That's incredibly wrong both times. 3 just down, not up, and then 4 across. That's a cheeky backwards 2. That's what it was. And then 1. The 5 doesn't go anywhere. Lost Peaks, world complete. World complete. Well, we'll do a couple more of these. I'm going to go for another 5 minutes, and then that's it. So we've done 83. It would be 84 if we could solve that final one there. Okay. 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 Treadmills. With a treadmill sound. Okay. What happens if I do 3? Thank you, Digital David. I will see you soon. See you soon, David. Was that a promise or a threat, etc., etc.? Thank you so much. Okay. Cheers. So I need to do that. I assume if it ends on a thing, it will just keep it going. Okay, so how do I... Oh, I see. So I... Okay. I can... Okay. I need to get here, don't I? Let's start that again. Let's go that... okay. So I need to go 1 this way, and then I need to go 3 this way so that I can actually get across. Essentially, it's the place where you're going to end up that's the important arrow. So I'm going to end up 2, that's here, and then if we follow it across, that's fine. Okay. So many things! A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7, but they're all chips. So we're going to end here anyway. Oh, no. Ignore that. Oh my. So many things. So many. I'm just going to do a 5 and see what happens. And we're off. Okay. A 5 this way? Is there just one? There's got to be just one thing, isn't there? So we can get onto there, 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 which is from there, which is from there, which is from here. So it's just a puzzle. It's just working out which one it is. 1, 2, I think 3 down and to the right. Right, my last level for the evening. My last level. We're going to need to use the 2 to start off with, because 1 will only go here or here, and we'll put you... Oh no, hang on, that's the ball's the white one. Okay, so 1 will get us here or here. So we should start with the 1. So how do I actually get here? I need to get here. Sort of there. Ooh, and a 2 from there, which I get from there. Okay, so I'm going to go this way. No, I go here. Yeah, no, that's fine, because I go down here, and then I'm going to go over here, and then I need a 2 to jump across this arrow, and then a 1 will get me here, and then a 1 will get me here. Oh, well, this is going to hurt my brain. Oh, and there's going to be quicksand and everything and all kinds of crazy stuff. But we're 87 levels through and indeed 120 levels. We've done 87. So actually, it's going slightly slower than I expected. It isn't going slower than I expected. I thought it would take 2 streams. But then I looked at how long to beat and it said 2 to 2.5 hours. Well, that was 2.5 to 3 hours, and we're only 87 levels in.